The last 48 hours have shaken the entire football world. A shift so abrupt, so unexpected, that millions of fans are still trying to make sense of it. For years, everyone believed the path to the 2026 World Cup ran directly through the United States. That assumption shattered the moment FIFA confirmed a stunning realignment that pushed the continent's biggest sporting event into an entirely new direction. The balance of power has moved, the center of gravity has changed, and the United States, once viewed as the natural command center of the tournament, now finds itself watching Canada and Mexico rise into the positions nobody expected them to claim. The shockwaves hit instantly. Major sports networks broke into live coverage. Analysts scrambled. Fans reacted in disbelief as updates rolled across the screen. America's assumed dominance over the 2026 World Cup collapsed overnight. Canada and Mexico didn't negotiate their way into control. They simply proved they were the most prepared, and FIFA shifted the most valuable moments of the tournament into their hands. The biggest knockout rounds, the prestige matches, the games that define legacies and create legends are no longer centered in U.S. stadiums. They now belong to the neighbors America never expected to outperform it. This wasn't a minor adjustment. This was a continental reshaping of influence. To understand how the tournament reached this point, the timeline must return to November 2022, when FIFA announced the first three-nation hosting arrangement in World Cup history. The United States, Mexico, and Canada would share an expanded 48-team competition. From the very beginning, the narrative formed quickly, with massive stadiums, billion-dollar venues, and unmatched corporate power. The United States appeared destined to lead the event from start to finish. AT&T Stadium in Dallas, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. These arenas symbolized American scale, investment, and ambition. On paper, everything looked secure, but scale can distract from reality. Infrastructure alone cannot guarantee readiness. Funding does not guarantee execution. And FIFA measures one thing above all: reliability. By early 2024, the first signs of trouble emerged behind the scenes. Deadlines began slipping quietly. Renovation plans lagged. Stadium agreements stalled. Budget conflicts surfaced between local organizers. Several American host cities found themselves caught in bureaucratic friction that slowed progress at the exact moment FIFA expected acceleration. Assurance after assurance was offered, but results remained inconsistent. A system that was supposed to run with smooth precision became increasingly weighed down by complications. Meanwhile, something very different was happening north and south of the U.S. border. Canada and Mexico advanced at a speed that stunned FIFA officials. Toronto completed upgrades early, with its pitch reaching international standards months ahead of schedule. Vancouver finished major renovation work on BC Place without delay. Mexico City's legendary Estadio Azteca underwent modernization that blended its historic legacy with modern expectations. Guadalajara and Monterrey met every obligation with disciplined efficiency. Inspections came back clean, budgets stayed balanced, progress accelerated. Step by step, Canada and Mexico built a case that required no speeches, no negotiation, and no promises. Their preparation spoke for itself. FIFA paid attention, and by September 2024, the contrast became impossible to ignore. Internal reports delivered to FIFA President Gianni Infantino revealed 7 U.S. host cities missing construction milestones. Several markets exceeding budgets, others facing new political disputes slowing infrastructure approvals. At the same time, Canadian and Mexican venues were already positioned for final inspections. Every key requirement met, every timeline respected. The question forming inside FIFA headquarters was simple: who could be trusted with matches watched by billions? Who showed the discipline to host the moments that define football history? By October 2024, the answer began appearing in the tournament's preliminary match drafts. A quarterfinal expected in Dallas quietly moved to Mexico City. A knockout match originally penciled in for New Jersey shifted to Toronto. Small adjustments at first, then larger ones. The pattern was unmistakable. American organizers pushed back, citing previous agreements and financial commitments. FIFA responded by pointing to the only criteria that mattered: readiness, fan experience, and global reliability. Those standards favored Canada and Mexico. December brought the final confirmation. The United States would now host 48 matches instead of 60. Mexico would host 29. Canada surged to 27. More importantly, key knockout rounds, including a semifinal, were reassigned to Canadian and Mexican stadiums. That change carries enormous symbolic weight. A semi-final in Toronto places Canada at the very center of the football universe. Another potential semi-final in Mexico City ties the tournament's most powerful moments to one of the sport's most legendary venues. Billions of viewers will watch defining matches inside Canadian and Mexican atmospheres. The visuals, the sound, the energy, the emotion. Everything that shapes global memory will showcase cities once viewed merely as supporting hosts. The United States will still participate, still host important matches, still contribute to the spectacle. But the spotlight, the historic weight, has shifted away from American soil. How did Canada and Mexico outperform a nation with vastly greater resources? The answer is found in consistency. Canada aligned federal and provincial support into a single coordinated sports initiative. Every decision, every upgrade, every security measure moved without bureaucratic conflict. Inspectors praised the country's precision, from Toronto's stadium enhancements to Vancouver's advanced security architecture. Beyond logistics, Canada's football culture had quietly surged. Youth participation exploded, its domestic league expanded, national support intensified. A country once overlooked became impossible to ignore. Mexico brought a different strength. Football is woven into its national identity. Stadiums like Estadio Azteca are global landmarks. Its renovations delivered both nostalgia and modern standards. Transportation networks expanded. Hotel capacity grew. Security systems were tested and retested. FIFA saw a host nation that understood not just how to stage matches, but how to elevate them. The United States now faces a difficult truth. Leadership is not awarded by default. Global events are not secured by size alone. Prestige is earned through readiness, not reputation. The 2026 World Cup will still be historic for America, but the most defining moments, the matches that shape careers and echo through generations, will unfold in Canada and Mexico. When the opening whistle sounds in June 2026, the world will see a new football landscape, and the momentum will be impossible to overlook. Thanks for watching Maple States. Like the video, drop a comment, and hit subscribe.